Okay.
Roll down Tide.
Come on, son.
Let's get this show started, people. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Chris Ballard here with Ballard Sports Media coming at you live tonight. I do apologize. I know I'm a couple minutes late. Got caught up talking with my great friend, great BBD. Appreciate you guys showing up in the chat tonight. I will drop the StreamYard link here in a second. 1 second. Gotta cool down a little. I was actually outside with my grandfather a little bit while I was talking to BBD and everything. Very humid out tonight. Telling you. Got a couple topics tonight, man. So I want to talk some baseball tonight. And I'll drop the link here in a few. Baseball season is here, folks. Man, I love baseball. I talk about it. There's a few things that are so great about baseball. Right? There are things in baseball that are great. There's things that are awesome. There's things that are kind of 50-50. It's like, well, it's got its advantages. It's got its, ups and downs, whatever, right? So then there's the stuff that really pisses me off. Annoying things in baseball. And I tried. I know it said top 5 things. I honestly couldn't come up with 5 things. I got 3 for you. If anyone, I'll drop the link here in a second, Dominic. If anyone has anything about baseball that annoys them that maybe I forgot to mention, I got 3 things at least. I know I put 5 things in the title, and we'll do some Q&A. I really don't have a whole lot for tonight. But 3 things at least that piss me off in baseball, right? And some things you might agree with. Some things you probably are like, really? That annoys you? Okay. Number 1, we'll go ahead and get into this. And feel free in the comments to drop anything about baseball that annoys you. And I want to get into some more baseball as we get into the regular season. Really this weekend, I think. I think it was opening day yesterday or something. I might have missed that. Real quick, I want to see who all's in the chat. What's up, Dominic? Neo, my good buddy, TikTok Chess Hall. Speaking of, hold on 1 second. Don't forget, I'll put it up in the corner there. The Unprofessional Sports Show with myself. Hold on. I'm messing this up tonight. The Unprofessional Sports Show with myself and my good buddy TikTok Chess Hall every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. my time now that I'm in Alabama. Central Time Zone. God bless America. Thank you, Lord, for the Crimson Tide. All right. I want to get back on track here. Things in baseball that annoy me. I got 3 things for you guys tonight. And we'll go ahead and knock this out and we'll get into letting you all on and everything. Number 1 on the list. And again, feel free to type anything if you guys are baseball fans or there's something that I miss. Go ahead. Things that annoy me, piss me off, whatever. Number one, I think this is a given, is sign stealing, folks. And it was not just the Astros in 2017. And did I mention? Did you know that in 2019 in the World Series against the Nationals, they found out they were stealing signs then too? They were stealing signs in two different World Series, and you can't get mad and be like, I can't believe what the Astros did. I mean, a lot of teams have done this in history. I pick any year. This has been going on since like the beginning of baseball. Beginning of baseball. And some people might say, you know what? Um, you know, so what? So what if they steal signs? We're used to it. It's like in college football when you pay the players. You do what you got to do to advance. Or, I was talking with my grandmother who watches my channel one time about this, and it's like, you just play to win the game. It's part of baseball. And maybe, but I mean, really, is it, you try to take advantage, and obviously you want to do what you can to know what the other team is going to do. Oh, they're going to take a pitch here. They're not going to swing, period. We'll go ahead and throw them a ball. Right? Hold on one second. Let me close this. Outside noise. Right? We're gonna go ahead and throw them a ball. They're not gonna swing anyway. Okay. Or maybe in that case, it's like we'll throw a strike their way anyway, see if we get them to try to swing at it. It's crazy. Right? Say whatever you want. And listen, if you want to sit there and say it's part of the game, I respect it. I get it. Actually, I really don't get it. That's like, well, I don't know what that's like. I don't know what in football I could throw that to. Paying the refs, buying players, it doesn't really fit. But yeah, sign stealing's the biggest one on the list, I think. Number two, we'll move on. I got three things instead of five, but number two on the list, spring training. No extra innings. Every game ends in a tie. I did one before the pandemic hit last year and they canceled everything. I did the Rays and the Red Sox spring training game. I did a stream. It was like 3 hours long. I sat through it and I'm like, baseball games are really this long for a 9-inning game? But anyway, it ends in a tie. Now, granted, I understand that spring training games are meaningless, right? It's literally training. It's competition and everything. You get in for free or really cheap ticket or something. It's basically like college spring games, right? But it's still one of those, it's a tie. Nobody gets their feelings hurt. Nobody loses. You're going to end a tie? Well, 0-0, no extra innings. That's it. Who won? Hey, did you see that spring training game? Did you see who won? Nobody won. My goodness. Let me turn it that way. That's a little better. It's crazy. No extra innings in spring training. Sign stealing. And then number three on the list. I got three things for you guys. Here's the final one. Regular season series of games. I understand you want to have a long season for the MLB. And I understand there's 30 teams, right? You want baseball to last quite a while, every day type of deal. But what's the deal with why has everything got to be in a series? I get the playoffs and everything. I understand that. Divisional series, wild card series, World Series. We get that. But the regular season, you play a team for like 3 to 4 days straight instead of moving on. I mean, it's like, let's say the Red Sox Yankees, right? Big rivalry. Two of the best franchises in MLB history. You have, okay, they're going to start on Sunday night. They're going to play Sunday. They're going to play Monday. They're going to play Tuesday and Wednesday. Right? Right. And then what? They move on, and then they're going to play, the Red Sox are then going to play something like the Dodgers or the Braves for another 4 days. And you get the same game, right? Now, it could be a different outcome. But I mean, why can't you have, okay, Tampa Bay Rays, they're playing the Yankees, the Orioles, the Braves, the Dodgers, they're playing the Padres. Why can't you mix it up a bit? Why is it always got to be in a series? Let me see. I see some interesting stuff here. What's up, Lincoln Stevens Show? Shout out to everybody in here. Michael Hogg, my good buddy. Zach, the Purdue fan, Lincoln Stevens Show, Sippy Sports Show. Love you too, man. I love all you guys. I mean that. Neo, Lenny the Gump. Appreciate everybody in here. What's up, Chess? Dominic. Why is it all in a series? Less travels for the players. I can understand that. I guess I get that. Yo, I'm here. What's up, Matt K? MSU fan. I'll do Michigan State at some point, and will I do a top? That's another topic I would do for another live stream on a Friday night or something. I'll definitely try to do that. Top college football fight songs, unbiased. Bam, I'm probably going to be number one because I'm a fan. But if I had to be unbiased and everything, let's say I don't include Bama, what would my top 5 be? We'll see. Lincoln Stevens says 2-game series. I can understand that. But, it's Orioles, Red Sox, Dodgers. Have an actual schedule instead of just a series outside of the playoffs. I get the playoffs and everything. You don't want single game elimination type of deal because anything could happen. You want to be like, all right, you get another shot here. It was 3-2. You gave up a walk-off home run, bottom of the ninth, something like that. And then all of a sudden, that's it because you gave up a home run. Nobody could catch that. Is that even fair? I mean, shoot, I don't know. I guess I'll move on from this, but that's just some of the things that annoy me in the NFL. That's what I got for tonight's topic, at least to open the show. I'll go ahead and drop the link for you guys. I know everyone's wanting to get on. But let me know, any baseball fans in the chat, what annoys you in baseball? I know we got a lot of college football fans in this community and everything. What annoys you maybe about college football? I mean, is there really any? I know the targeting rule, man, that pisses me off. That gets on everybody's nerves. It's like, is it targeting? Is it not? Is it? I mean, I think I did that on a stream one time, like the most annoying penalties in college football or whatever, or I was talking a little bit about it. I don't know. Anybody can win one game, so two. Okay, I can understand, but if game 2 is like, here's your chance at redemption, and you failed that, why are you going to play them for another 2 or 3 straight days after you played them twice already? What the heck? Doesn't make any sense. Dominic, what's up, buddy?
Hey, my Capitals shut out the Devils today 4-0 in a hockey game.
There we go. That works. Sorry, Chess. This is not the Unprofessional Sports Show. I had it earlier to advertise. What's up?
Yo, man. My Capitals beat the Devils today in a hockey game. We shot out the Devils 4-0.
Nice, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. I feel great on that win tonight.
Yeah, sounds like a pretty good win. And I will say, speaking of baseball, spring training and everything going on still a little bit. Tampa Bay Rays 7-3 over the Red Sox. Man, they have been struggling so far in spring training, but a lot of teams do that, and then the regular season hits and they flat out ball out and do really well. But a 7-3 victory in a meaningless game or whatever, it's still a game, you know. So
Yo, this is a vintage hockey shirt, and this is the Capitals' old logo that I have.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. But anyway. Oh.
Hey, Bobby,
I
what's
might
up,
have
man?
got it. What's up? Let me check my inbox there to see what
Not
MSU
much.
fans sent.
Yo, did my Washington Nationals beat the Mets today in spring training, or no?
I'm sorry?
Did the Nationals beat the Mets today in spring training, or no?
Let me see. They won 7-3.
Hang on.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, we needed
job.
that. We needed that win.
See, that's another thing too. I mean, I can understand you don't want to see a team lose any game, practice or not, but spring training is just to get the players warmed up and everything. The games you win or whatever don't really do you any good once it comes time for the regular season. Oh, we won every spring training game, and now we enter opening day. We won every spring training game. So what? Win your opener, run the table, win your division, do all that in the regular season. But still, not trying to rip on the Nationals or anything, Dominic. But you get what I'm saying, man. Congrats on the win, though.
Hey, thanks, man. Hey, by the way, Ballard, cheers, man.
Yeah, man. Good read.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Anyway,
one quick question for you,
Ballard.
man.
Oh,
I'm
go ahead,
sorry?
Michael.
Hey, all right, I gotta ask you this. This is one of my pet peeves and stuff like that for Major League Baseball. If you had to change the rule, do you know how the batters always step out to readjust your gloves? What
Mhm.
rule? How would you make that rule to speed and pace the game up?
Oh yeah, I have heard a lot of stuff about trying to change up the speed of the game because and I don't know how you would. That's a really good question. How do I change the rule of batters stepping out of the box to adjust their gloves and speed the game up? I don't know, man. Adjust them before you get to home plate or something. I don't know. If you don't have them adjusted and they go flying off, that's on you for not having them.
Here's my thing. I would say first time you get the pass. Second time I'm gonna rig you up on a strike.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you wonder how fast that'll stop. That's from me being an umpire, my point of view.
Yeah, I got you. I can see that.
Yeah, not bad. So is everything all right after the horrible day you guys had yesterday?
Oh, the storms and everything. Yeah, we're good. I mean, it's just been some thunderstorms and some rain. I know quite a few parts of Alabama and a little north or whatever. I think maybe even a little in Mississippi were some storms and some tornado. I mean, it's just tornado season, man, but no tornadoes, at least in our area. I mean, I think maybe I heard a little bit from like the other side of
by the way, Ballard, I heard on the news that there was a deadly tornado in Alabama. I don't know which area it was.
There were a couple of them, but I think there were some in this area, but like the other side, not where we are, but like the other side, like on the outside of the city. But yeah, man, it's just that time of year, man. Apparently, from
So
what I
yeah.
understand.
So are you in Tuscaloosa?
I'm not in Tuscaloosa now.
Oh, so no, I thought you was going to the University of Alabama.
No, I'm not really in school right now.
Mm.
School didn't really work
I was
out
just
for me,
wondering,
so that's the whole thing. Is I came up here, just school didn't work out, and my parents were like, "Dude, you have got to learn some life skills or something." Luckily, your grandfather has some stuff up there for you to do and teach you, and so that's why I'm up here. But
Keep your
Yeah,
fingers
you're
crossed for
young.
that Alabama
You're
Sweet 16 game. Keep your fingers crossed.
yes. When do we play Sunday,
Who they
right?
got tomorrow? I think so. Hey,
Bama?
UCLA.
Ballard, I was going to ask you.
It's
So that's gonna be good. That's gonna be a good game. It's UCLA, isn't it?
UCLA, yeah, and we play Sunday.
Yeah. So everybody thinks Nate Oates might not take the job at IU if it's offered to him. So what's your take about it?
Nate Oates might not what?
If he was offered the job at IU, you think he would take it in Indiana?
No, I think he's at the point right now that he wants to build a winning culture at Alabama, and he's done that this year. I feel like I don't know. I see something in him. The attitude that he has for this basketball program is so high right now that I feel like almost nothing, will drag him away from Tuscaloosa right now. I think he's here to stay.
Yeah, not bad. But hey, yeah, I'm surprised was just Shaka Smart left Texas to go to Marquette.
Yeah, I saw that.
Somebody is asking, Neo is asking me, Dominic, when did you become a Bama fan?
I'd like to know that too, sir.
I've been a fan of Bama since 2017.
Wait. Right, like the year 2017 or after the 17 season?
The year 17, that's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
so before 2nd and 26 and all that. Even if, man, look, I don't mind the bandwagon fans, but don't be whining and crying after leaves, you know?
All right, I'll be outside. Give me a minute.
Michael's on the phone.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't mind all the
Neo just called me a bandwagon. Dang it, Neo. Why would you call me a bandwagon? That's not nice.
Don't be with us after Saban leaves and Dabo comes home and has a bad year or two and then starts to take off with the program. Because,
by the way, I received a NFL breaking news today. Mind if I bring it on?
Go right ahead, man. Any sports news?
So, the Philadelphia Eagles got a college football player.
Well, that's how it works.
And they got Jalen Hurts.
They've had Jalen Hurts since before. They drafted him last year.
No, wait. I actually think the Dolphins got him for a trade.
They got Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, I think so.
No freaking way. Hold on. I do not want to believe that is true for a second.
It is.
Trade establishes Jalen, but also it's trade rumors. The Dolphins haven't gotten nobody's moved, dude. I'm not trying to.
Dang it!
Nothing's official. Could you imagine that, though? How crazy would it be, though, if the Dolphins, which this whole trying to trade Tua already, when he started last year, which why you do that is beyond me. Believe it or not, he looked great when he started last year. Didn't really get hurt. I mean, he like hurt his thumb one time in practice, but that's it. Outside of that, he looked great. But could you imagine if, um, the Dolphins do want to trade him, and instead of this whole Watson thing that we've been hearing for the past couple months, like they go, hey, you know what? I think we want to take Jalen Hurts. How crazy would that be?
I would lose my mind if that happened. Not gonna lie,
Dude, football itself would lose its mind. Oh my goodness.
Hey, Ballard.
Yes. What's up, Maddie?
I'm
What's up,
gonna
Michael?
stay on, but I'm taking off because my food. So
Okay.
I'm gonna watch the show on YouTube. I'm taking off because my food's in here.
Okay, cool. Have a good one. Eagles trying to. I mean, I'm used to hearing this whole Tua to Houston and trading for Watson or something like that. I mean, I'm used to hearing those rumors now, and even when that came out, I was like, "Are you kidding me?" I mean, I could, it's been a few years for Houston with Deshaun Watson, right?
True.
If you have a quarterback like that, though, you want to keep. There's nothing wrong with Watson. The problem is the O line in Houston is just straight up terrible. They refuse to try to fix it. The leadership and everything. He needs to be in the right position. I think Deshaun Watson is a great quarterback with a lot of potential, with a lot of talent, that has what it takes to lead a team to the playoffs, win a playoff game, and the Super Bowl and everything. I mean, it's crazy. The Texans it's not going to work out for him in Houston. He needs to go somewhere else, honestly, in my opinion. But why trade him for Tua? You're going to trade. Look, nobody in their right mind. I love Tua to death, but I mean, do you really want to give up on Watson just to get Tua?
I mean, I would.
I mean, I understand that, but I mean, Watson is. I mean, there's a risk reward factor in it, is all I'm trying to say,
No, I get it. I get what you're saying. Keep going.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's pretty much it, man. But I mean, to the Dolphins trying to get rid of Tua?
Come on, son.
Come on.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Come on, son.
I got. hey, listen. I got two of them.
Roll down Tide.
Yeah. You just
Oh, wait. Was that Auburn and Bama?
Well, I mean, it was from Harvey Updike. You remember Harvey Updike, right?
No.
You haven't heard of this. I know you're kind of young, but and you probably don't watch Feinbaum, but if you have not heard the Harvey Updike call and the whole story about him going to Auburn and poisoning the trees and that was like national news too. It wasn't just in the South or in the state. It was like straight up. What's up, pizza woman?
I cannot believe I messed up what I just said about the trade thing.
What'd you say?
I said that Jalen Hurts went to the Dolphins. I was completely wrong.
No, you're fine. I mean, it can be. It's so weird and confusing at times. I don't know. What's up, MSU fan? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great, man. Dominic, it happens. I mean, we're not gonna rip on you too much for it, man. There's so much crap going on with the NFL and trades and stuff. I mean, it's like, what the heck? I mean, just why don't we just wipe out the rosters and do a fantasy draft and just be done with this trade nonsense? If the Texans Start with the Dolphins in Houston, right? Start with them for the top 2 picks and let them pick their quarterbacks. And if the Texans take Watson, it's settled. If they take Tua, yeah, I mean, is Miami going to take Deshaun Watson in this fantasy type deal? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's so crazy with this whole trade rumor deal. You know, just do something about it. Be done with it. That's all I'm saying.
Oh.
I am ready for October 30th.
I'm sorry.
I'm ready for October 30th.
What's on? What game is that?
We play the team from Ann Arbor.
Oh, the team a little north of. Is it north of state?
I think it's south.
South of state. So the team down
Yep.
south for y'all.
Yep. Make them up north.
Yeah. Michigan.
Yep. They got my
I
card.
said it
for-
there.
Yep.
My let's see, I got one of my brackets. I have 73%. I got 360 points so far. It's looking pretty good. I have right now in the Sweet 16. Well, I mean, it sets up the matchups, but I had ultimately maybe the team like Texas making it to the Sweet 16. I got this one right. Michigan and Florida State. That'll be really good. I had Houston making it. Syracuse made it. I had West Virginia ultimately getting there. It's quite a few, man. And especially for like the first round matchups were pretty easy. You know, you're taking Villanova over Winthrop. Baylor was going to win. Florida won. Oral Roberts upset Ohio State that first round. That surprised me. But yeah, I'm enjoying March Madness so far, and I just
Same here. And I'm also in a MLB fantasy. Can I tell you how many players I have for my fantasy?
yeah. What you got?
So here's who I have: Anthony Rendon,
Mm-hmm.
Clayton
He's good.
Kershaw,
Yeah.
Alex Bregman, Bryce Harper,
Oh man, you're loaded.
Aaron Judge. One of the players from my Nationals, Juan Soto, DJ LeMahieu,
Oh, DJ LeMay, man.
Aaron Nola, George Springer, Trey Turner, Mookie Betts,
Mm-hmm.
Michael Conforto, Fernando Tatis Jr.,
Yes, dude, that is an automatic. Take him and put him and keep him as a starter on the team. Continue on.
Max Scherzer,
Mm-hmm.
Freddie Freeman,
Yes.
Christian Yelich,
Uh-huh.
Corey Seager, Mike Trout, Marcel Ozuna, Cody Bellinger, Pete Alonso, Jacob deGrom,
Yeah.
Nolan Arenado,
Oh.
and last but not least, from the Chicago Cubs, Javier Baez.
Oh. If you don't win in your fantasy league, there's something seriously wrong, man. And as long as these guys are healthy and playing, you are good.
I have a lot of players in
If
my
your guys are
fantasy league,
healthy.
especially my most favorite player in the MLB, that being Bryce Harper.
Oh man, I love Bryce Harper.
Yeah,
Shout out
man.
real quick. Special shout out to Tennessee and Jeremy Pruitt, who is out of a job. But shout out to him real quick.
Wait,
Sponsor.
he got
Hey,
fired?
yeah. Setting up real quick, guys. I don't know if I mentioned at the top of the stream. I'm trying to set up college football trivia night right here on this channel. Are you guys down to be a contestant for it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You too, MSU fan?
Yep. Bring on the
All right,
Wolverines.
let me add y'all to the list. I got Michael Hogg so far. I'll add Dominic.
Michael Hogg is asking me who are my pitchers for my fantasy league. Michael, I'm glad you asked. My pitchers are Clayton Kershaw.
Nice.
Move down the list. Aaron Nola. Max Scherzer. Keep moving down the list. Who else? I have one, two, three pitchers on my fantasy league. That's pretty much it.
Nice. Yeah. So a little bit more. I mentioned this in the video that just got done uploading or whatever, but what I'll do is if you guys want to be a part of the trivia stream, I think I'm going to try to shoot and I know it's a month away, but I need some time to like figure out a little bit more on how I want to do this, but I'm probably going to do a Friday night, maybe April 23rd. That's about a month from now. We'll take a month, a couple weeks. I'll have some stuff in between. I'm not just going to be sitting around or whatever. I'll be kind of busy with some other stuff, but maybe in about a month, we'll set this up and I'll give you guys a little bit more time to try and get some more people. It's not going to be super crowded, and I'll have to figure out, I guess, maybe the questions, the grading system. I guess maybe 1 point each question or something. I don't know, but I'll figure it out. But I definitely want to get a trivia stream or something for college football or whatever some night.
I hope Nate does it.
Oh, Nate, you
Yep.
you want me to throw in a rivalry question with the Michigan State?
They always think they're better than us. They always think that until we play them. I like the Miami Hurricane fan base.
Since you mentioned the Miami Hurricanes,
I'm sorry.
Since MSU fan mentioned the Hurricanes.
Hey, we got them week 1, son. I don't. You realize that?
Yeah, but I just want to give a shout out to Wholesome 1 and Hurricane T2Y.
Oh, I love. Hey, Wholesome 1's great, man. I love Miami and their fans. They're just one of those programs that, we like preseason, we always hype them up, and they don't quite they should have already found a way into the playoffs. They've been right there knocking on the door. They make a New Year's Six bowl, flush away something, maybe win it. I don't know, but it's like I feel like there's some Miami fans out there or whatever that hype the team up and act like they're a little bit better than they are. I have no disrespect or hatred. I got respect. It's just going to be a fun offseason. I just want to tease them a little bit and get them hyped up for the game.
I do too. We had them. We played them week.
Sup, Sam Bell? What's good?
What's going on for you?
Nothing much. I'm just happy because my Washington Capitals shut out the New Jersey Devils in a hockey game today, 4-0.
Congratulations to you.
That win was pretty much well needed for us Capitals. I mean,
Congratulations to you.
Alex Ovechkin and I got 2 goals in that game. I'm happy about that at least.
Congratulations to you, Dominic.
Yeah, man. Thanks, man. I mean, honestly, I feel good for those 2 goals Ovechkin and I got in that game. I feel good for that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Oh, let me take.
But Ballard, I got a question for you.
What's up?
What are your thoughts on the Alabama recruiting heading into this upcoming college football season?
What you talk about for next year's class?
Yes.
I'll tell you what, man. Ty Simpson. You seen this 5-star quarterback? Need I say more? I mean, look, they just got done signing the best class in history, and the class is always. I mean, Nick Saban's always going to recruit a top 5 class, top 3 class, something like that. It's going to be really interesting to see next year. I don't know all of the commits right now off the top of my head, but there's some pretty decent ones that we could get next year.
Oh, man. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point, man. What about the Dogs?
Georgia?
Yes.
I mean, they might do pretty good. I mean, I know Georgia. Kirby Smart's been recruit. If there's one thing he's been doing right, is recruiting. And I know his ceiling right now is winning his division and everything, but it's still one of those. I mean, they should be past. They should be past this whole. Let's just win our division, and they should have made it back to the playoffs already. They just should have, and they haven't.
Yeah, man.
Ballard, can I call an upset?
I'm sorry.
Can I call an upset?
Is Michael upset?
I pick Tennessee to beat Georgia.
Oh.
Woo! Upset!
Oh. This year? This season?
Yep.
If that happens, I'm going to come on here and laugh my rear end off at all Uncle Lou, Big Dog Brett, all the Georgia fans. I'm going to laugh so hard, I'll be in the floor. Because Tennessee just lost half their roster to the transfer portal. And they're just a dead program. Tennessee is a dead program. There's no other way to put that. They haven't won the third Saturday game since 06. They've never beat Nick Saban. When's the last time you saw them make a New Year's Six bowl? When's the last time they made it? I mean, I love the fans, though. I love the Vols Road Show with Catfish and Billy Ratliff and all them. They're good people. I love BVD. I love Carter. Sam Bell's a Tennessee fan. He's a really great guy. Love seeing him come on here and everything. But as a Bama fan, Tennessee themselves is like, I mean,
They're like
there's
Michigan.
I called into Uncle Lou's show last night.
Yeah, I must have missed that.
And he asked if it was the actual Dominic who was on your stream the other night talking smack to the Dogs, and I said yes.
Uh-oh. Can I find how far into the show did you call up? I want to hear this.
Let me go ahead and check. Let me go ahead and check right away.
I love Tennessee's fight song.
I don't.
It has a good tune to it, but it gets in your head.
You realize if they beat a team like Georgia, Florida, or whatever, Baltar comes back on YouTube, right? And I do
Yeah.
kind of miss the general, but at the same time, at this point, I mean, it's just I've enjoyed laughing my rear end off at Tennessee. I'm sorry, I have.
Michigan, they've been dead since Jim Harbaugh arrived. I know what I'll be doing if we beat Michigan.
Do what?
I know what I will be doing if we beat Michigan.
Laughing at the Michigan fans?
I'll be on my channel.
Yo,
Going live.
Ballard, I found the part where I called into his show. I'm
Can you
actually going to share it.
share screen real quick? I want to hear this.
You got it, buddy.
You got the audio too, right?
Yes, I did get the audio.
Let's see what the people talking about on Uncle Lou.
Okay, listen.
Turn it up.
Hey Lou, good morning, Dad. It's Dominic.
Can you hear it?
Same Dominic that
Yeah.
was streamed the other day.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, don't come on here acting too big for your britches. You better stay over there in kindergarten land and with that crap.
It's not funny.
What's on my mind tonight, you may ask? Well, I'm just shocked over that news from the Georgia Bulldogs. I kind of wanted to touch on that a bit.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
seem pretty flabbergasted.
He said I'm
I
pretty
am
flabbergasted.
flabbergasted,
Yeah.
George Pickens.
Would you consider yourself dumbfounded?
Dang it!
I would take that as a no.
No, not dumbfounded.
We're actually going to go and like the stream.
Just flabbergasted.
Yeah.
Okay.
But do you think George Pickens is going to be out for the entire next season of college football with a torn ACL?
Yes.
Mm.
I mean, like Pigskin Pete said on his show to one of his callers, there's a 50-50 chance that he might come back.
Well, you asked me for my opinion.
That's Uncle Lou for you, Dominic.
Shut up.
I'm being for
My
real, though.
opinion is no.
I don't care if you're being for real.
I hope I'm wrong. Hell, but no, I don't think he'll play this year. I don't think he'll ever play for Georgia again.
Yeah, I think that's true. Also, one more thing before I go. I know the Bulldogs are not good in college basketball, but what are your thoughts on them not making March Madness? Do you think they could have done any better?
I wasn't really disappointed that they didn't make March Madness this year. I knew they weren't going to be very good, and they're
Wait.
it
Pause
wasn't
it real
like
quick.
it wasn't like
Okay.
Let me say something. This fool, Uncle Lou, lets you get in a basketball question without going off on you or any. How do you do that?
I don't know. I just wanted to be
Let me tell
cool.
you something. A Bama fan goes on there. Stop pretending like you care about basketball.
God dang it. God dang it, Ballard.
Hit the play button. Let's hear the rest of this.
I had a bunch of expectations and they didn't meet them. I would have expected them to make March Madness last year. But of course, we didn't have it, so that doesn't matter. But I mean, we had the best basketball player in America last year. We should
That's
have made
true.
March
Anthony
Madness
Edwards
last year. Now
was
he's gone
great.
off to the NBA now, and we suck again, and we'll likely suck next year too. I don't know, but it's getting Tom Crean's about outworn his welcome. I don't know how many chances this guy needs. So there's plenty of basketball talent in Georgia. Even if we get second-rate guys, we would be better than what we are now. So I don't know. I mean, I'll admit I don't follow Georgia basketball very closely, so I can't tell you. Well, we need a new shooting guard and a big and all. I don't know. I don't care enough about basketball to follow it that way. But I know there's a ton of basketball talent in Georgia, especially in the Atlanta area, and it all goes somewhere else. We need to get 2 or 3 of those guys a year to come to Athens. I expect Georgia to make the NCAA tournament once every graduating class. So once every 4 years, Georgia should be good enough to make the NCAA tournament. Those aren't ridiculous expectations, but right now we're not meeting those expectations. But it's insane that a school the size of Georgia that has the basketball talent in state that we do can't make the tournament at least once every 4 years. That's just absolutely ridiculous. So, hey, thank you for the call.
So, what do you have to say about that, huh?
he's being a fan, and I think I don't care who you are, basketball and football. Like if Tennessee said our expectation is make the Final Four in football, that's ridiculous. But if in basketball you sit there and say our expectation is the Elite Eight or the Final Four, the tournament, any team's fan base in college basketball, not crazy at all, because anybody has a really fair chance, right? Is that fair enough to say? Almost anybody has a fair chance to make the tournament, make a good run in the tournament. That's not crazy to say. I fully agree with what Uncle Lou was saying.
If that's what you think, then I respect your opinion on it.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, what was I going to say? Oh yeah. Uncle Lou, if you are watching this, I respect your opinion and what you told me, and I'm happy you did not call me a nitwit, just like you called Ballard a nitwit on his on.
My respect drops when he calls me that. But anyway,
Like I said, if we beat Michigan, I'll be singing my fight song on my channel.
All right, Ballard, I'm gonna head out now. It was nice being on. Roll Tide.
All right, roll tide, buddy. Have a good one.
Like I said, I'll be doing that on my channel live if we beat Michigan.
Oh yeah, I'll be staying tuned for that, man.
Yep. In 2007, my car called us the little brother.
Mm-hmm.
He's now back at Michigan, which has to give us extra fuel to beat them, making this comment.
Yeah.
Especially first year coming to East Lansing. Bring it on, Michigan.
Yeah.
Last year, you guys got embarrassed by a team that lost to Rutgers.
Right.
Yeah, Rocky Lombardi, 17 of 32, 323, 3 tutties, no picks.
Right.
Your corners never had safety help, so that's just Michigan and Jim Harbaugh coaching for you.
Yeah, I got you.
I just can't stand them. If any Ohio State fan is watching, if you play Michigan this year, run it up. Don't feel sorry for them. Run it up. Rub the salt in the wound.
Yeah. What's up, J-Dub?
Well, this is the first time I've run into a Spartans fan on the net.
He's been on my channel a couple times. He's a good dude.
I'm also a volunteer firefighter.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. Wait, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
16.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I didn't know you could be a volunteer firefighter that young.
I think 14.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like community service type stuff, right?
Yeah.
I
go on call. Sometimes I go on the calls.
That's cool. That's very interesting, man. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yep.
Well, wait a minute. I'm reading the comment section. Zach the Purdue fan is out in L.A.
Is he? Huh.
Sparty plays Purdue this
Place
year.
I've never been. I've never been to California. Been to Arizona. Never been to California.
I have no interest in going to California. I'm sorry. I
I don't
just
either.
for multiple reasons. I've never once. First off, I've never. I'd say I never left the South, but there was a summer we took a road trip with some friends. We went to South Carolina, then all the way up to Pennsylvania, then back to South Carolina. Basically, meeting everyone's family or whatever. Just friend stuff for like a whole summer or whatever. So I mean, I've been up north, not like all the way up north, but one thing's for sure, I have never been to anywhere really past Alabama. I've never been to the West Coast. I've never flown on a plane or really anything. Uh-oh. Dadgummit.
I did one of those Facebook things where they have the map of the states, and you like clicked on each state that you visited or whatever,
Right.
and not counting Alaska and Hawaii, just counting the 48 continental states. I think I had been to 36 of the 40, or no, 38 of the 48 I had been to. Now,
So 10 you didn't visit.
yeah, to be perfectly fair,
Mm-hmm.
when we were in Vermont and New Hampshire, that was just driving through. I mean, it wasn't a visit. It wasn't a stop and do something there. We
So it
just
doesn't
drove.
count then, right?
Well, I counted it because, I mean, have you physically been inside that state? Well, yes, I
Right.
have. I mean, I have been through. We were going to Maine from upstate New York, and so we drove through Vermont and New Hampshire. So, I mean, I guess that counts that I have quote unquote been there, unquote. But I mean, we didn't do anything, and it only took like an hour to get across the state.
Yeah. Zach says Ballard, Cali. I guess that's California. Isn't that bad? You just have to be mindful. Although it does smell like weed the whole time.
As far as California goes, I would love to go to Yosemite National Park, which is in the
Oh
north.
yeah, I've heard
the
of
north.
all that, but
I'd love to do that, and I would actually like to see the city of San Francisco. My late father, who couldn't stand San Francisco politics,
mm-hmm.
said as a city, the architecture, the way the city's laid out, the way it's built, he said it's the most beautiful place he'd ever been as far as a
Yeah.
city goes. So I mean, I'd like to see that, just to visit it. But I've got no real desire to, if I never get to California, that'll be just fine.
Right. It would not be the end of me if I find out oh, you can't travel anymore, and it's like, oh no, I never went to California. That would not upset me one bit. But I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and rip on them too much. I mean, California's it's unique. Let's say that. You know what I mean? Like it's special in a way.
I think, I can't think of any major metropolitan area in the U.S. that I have not been to that I want to go to. There's no, I've been to New York City, I've been to Boston. Obviously,
Yeah.
I've been to Chicago so many times, it's not even worth counting.
Like Lost Count, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like thinking, okay, where would I have well, let's see, could you visit Nashville? Well, I've been to Nashville. I'm trying to think of, a major city in the United States. Not really. The one city that I want to go to in the world that I've never been to is Rome. Now, I've been to Europe, but we didn't go to Italy while we were there.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see Rome, and I'd like to see Berlin, because when I was in Europe, Berlin was still East Berlin and West Berlin. There was still an East and a West Germany when I was there. They weren't united yet. They hadn't unified.
Yeah.
Dublin, Ireland is a pretty city.
Hmm.
The people there were very friendly. They were sometimes difficult to understand, but they were very pretty city.
Yeah. Yeah. I never visited anywhere. Never. First off, I've never flown. I'm just going to be real. I am so sheltered by my parents or something. I've really never had any reason to fly anywhere. I mean, I have had, yeah, I mean, we take road trips to visit family. Well, we have family, South Carolina and Alabama.
Right,
Eight,
right,
9, 10 hour. Why fly? Just drive up there. That's what
correct.
we do. And
Yeah,
let's
if
see,
you
we
can
got
drive it in a day, there's no sense flying.
right. Um, what was I really going to say here? Have no interest really in going out of the country. The only exception would be so you gotta understand, I have German in me. My great grandmother was full German from Germany. I'm not going to get into like full on family history, but we got family over there that like has come to the states, or that's how they say it. Obviously, that visited like my grandfather or whatever a few years ago that we haven't met yet. I would love to see parts of Germany or whatever. Outside of that, really no reason to go out of the country. No other place I'd really have any interest in going. So,
Yeah, when I remember, I went to a cousin's wedding. I think I was about 25 or 26, and she got married in Winnipeg, Canada.
yeah,
And I'd not seen them for like 10 years. And my mom and everybody was like, if you can go, you need to go, because when are you going to see them again? And,
right,
and I thought, you know what? It's right when I can take vacation. Let's go up there. I'd only been to Canada one time before, and Winnipeg was a nice place. It was not, it didn't blow me away, but it was pretty. So I've been to, outside of the United States, I've been to Canada, Ireland,
hmm,
Northern Ireland,
wow,
Scotland, Scotland and England. We did not go to Wales. I had not been to Wales, so I was in both Scotland and England, France, Belgium, Holland, and what was then West Germany.
right.
But
So
those were all,
you've been around.
well, yeah, but that was all a long time ago, though. I mean,
A lot's changed.
oh yeah, oh, the
Yeah, for
whole
sure.
world has changed since I was in Europe. Oh, Europe is not what it was when I was there.
Not even close.
It's completely different.
Right. I mean, I wouldn't even know because obviously, like I said, I ain't been nowhere. But I mean,
Yeah,
it's
but you're
still
young. I mean, you're
right.
young. You got
Yeah.
plenty of time.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's kind of funny. There's some people that just and there's nothing wrong with this. There's some people that just don't care to travel, don't care to go anywhere. I mean,
Even out of state or anything, and that's fine. I mean, you want
yeah,
to stay home, stay home. That's cool. I'm one of those people that wants to. I mean, if I don't have a written down bucket list, but there's things I want to do, and visit all the states here, all 50 states, see what every state's like. You know, um, I mean, that's something huge. I mean, if I never leave this country and I could say I've at least been to all 50 United States, thumbs up, I guess. That's something. But if there is somewhere I would go, I'd check out Germany, see where family history and everything's from.
we were worried there were four of us,
Hmm.
and we were worried when we got to Germany because some of us had German in high school, and
Yeah.
would that be good enough to get by? language wise. It didn't matter. Everybody spoke English. Everybody, and the thing about English is they all spoke it well enough that their English was better than our German. And once you pull out your wallet, if you're going to pay for something, bingo, everybody speaks English.
Right.
They know how to deal with the money. Oh no, that means
Yeah,
this much.
they can fool you, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, that'll be $20.
Yeah. France was we were supposed to spend 3 days and 2 nights in France, and we did, but we were happy to get the hell out of there. When the third day we took off the train from Paris, we're like, good, the hell with France.
Right.
I mean, we did what we wanted to do. We went to Normandy. We saw Omaha Beach. We went to the cemetery of Saint-Marie-Église and Marie-Gaston, and we went to Notre Dame at Paris. We did not saw the Eiffel Tower, but did not go up in it. But we saw it, of course, obviously. And then, but the thing about the French were the French that are in Paris are not the French that are in other parts of France. The French that are in Paris are, and this is my opinion from a long time ago, so it could be different now. I don't know. But they were arrogant, stuffy, and annoying as hell. But the other French, when you got out of Paris, were just pleasant and just, normal people. Just, no arrogance, no, they understood if you didn't speak any French, and France was a little bit expensive. When we were in Germany, see, what happened was, this is a long story, but there had been 3 hijackings of airlines in early 1985.
Yeah.
And what happened was it scared the hell out of all the Americans, and a lot of European countries and European cities rely on American tourists coming over in the summer. Okay.
Right.
Well, the terrorism scared the Americans off, and the tourism industry collapsed. There were no Americans going to Europe.
Right. They were
so
scared.
The dollar got real strong, and there was no euro at the time. They were still using pounds, francs, dinars, marks, the Irish punts, whatever. Anyway, all of a sudden the exchange rate went wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I put in I took $200 and had $200 turned into Deutschmarks, and we were getting 3 Deutschmarks and 80 Pfennigs for $1, 3 and 80, and I don't know how to tell you what that means. It just means everything in Germany was real cheap.
Right.
The Netherlands was pretty cheap. The UK was cheaper than we thought it would be. France was kind of expensive, but Germany was real cheap. We were like, oh, we couldn't believe how cheap the train and the hotel and everything in Germany was like, oh man, this is fabulous. We got here at the right time.
Yeah, I got you. It's like anything and everything there was pretty much affordable for almost anybody, right? Like,
let me tell you what, Germany was packed to the gills.
Ooh.
With good-looking women. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
You could look all day in England to find an attractive woman, and you might find 3 or 4. And they weren't so hot in France, but in the Netherlands and in Germany, every time you turned around, there was a good-looking babe.
Wow!
We couldn't.
Come on. Yeah. It's crazy. Go ahead and continue. I'm sorry about that.
But didn't get to Italy, and Rome is one place I'm Catholic. I want to see the Vatican. My mom's been there. My sister has not been there, but my mom's been there. My brother's been there. And also take the Catholic part out of it. I'm a big fan of history.
Right.
And Rome is history. There's so much to see there,
like the Coliseum and all that.
Oh yeah, and just to like we were, when we were in London, we were walking through Winson Green and in the Houses of Parliament and in Windsor, and you're like, we're walking on a sidewalk, and my buddy Francis says, you know, Henry VIII might have stood right where we're standing right now. Who knows?
Right. And that's something huge when you think
Elizabeth the First could have ridden her carriage right across the street we just crossed.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, so it's pretty cool,
Yeah, when you think about stuff like that, I mean, I'm not one. I mean, I know a couple things about history, but I mean, when you think about historical figures and in Roman times and so really any time, I mean, there's so many countries in this world that have so much history like that. I mean, it's a lot has changed since then, but at the same time, I mean, you think about the ground and everything. It's like somewhere out there in like Israel or Egypt, they'd be like, you know what, this is where Moses walked or something like that. And,
right.
I mean, it's like it might not be the same exact thing, but it's someone's been there, and it's history, and it's so cool when you like go to that place and it's like I'm standing where this happened or this person was, or when you mention in Rome and everything, I mean, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, like when I remember going and visiting the battlefield at Gettysburg,
Mm-hmm.
and you're standing there where Pickett's charge was, and you're like, man, I'm literally standing right in the spot where a Union soldier stood right where my feet are, his feet were.
Yeah.
And he looked out and he saw 13,500 Confederates
Right.
trying to walk across this field toward him. What would that have been like? What oh, to have video cameras then,
Yeah.
Oh, to have a picture
to film
of
it
that.
all and to film
Yeah.
it all.
Oh, to have a picture of 13,500 men marching out in what that would have been like,
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm out of here. Sorry, MSU fan, if I took over the conversation. It was not my intent.
You're fine.
Yeah. Appreciate you coming on as always, Jeff Webster.
Hey, thanks, Ballard. Hang in there, buddy. Are we having a show tomorrow?
For Unprofessional Sports Show, as far as I know, that's the plan.
Your channel or Chess's?
I think it's on mine, but I'll double check with them.
All right, I'll be sure to check in.
All right, have a good one.
All right, everybody,
Roll
stay
Tide.
safe. Roll Tide.
Yep. You got anything else, MSU fan?
Ballard, what was your favorite play from 2010 to 2019?
Like in the college football scene, man.
Yep.
Emma's had quite a few. There's been there's so many, man. I don't know if I have my ultimate favorite play, but honestly, if you got to understand something about 2nd and 26. It wasn't so much this whole we beat Georgia or any. You got to understand that game. We were down 13-0 at halftime. Tua was this hyped up freshman we heard a little bit about. Didn't see a whole lot of him. Only Bama fans knew his name and some analysts or whatever. Some analysts even didn't know who the heck he was. And to be down 13-0 at halftime. And that's something you don't see from a Nick Saban team. You're seeing a Kirby Smart, a young Saban assistant, former assistant, beating up on the GOAT in a championship game. Saban's used to being in a championship game. He's never really been down like that. Like, you're wondering what is going on with Saban. And he benches a quarterback that has helped him win 25 games out of 27. He's 25-2 in this game. We win the game. He's 26-2. Final game that Jalen Hurts starts for the Crimson Tide. You make a move That is so bold. Nobody would ever really do, and especially a coach like Nick Saban. He doesn't make moves like this. You put a true freshman in to lead a comeback, tie it up at 20. You miss a field goal at the end of regulation that you should have made to win it right then and there, 23-20. You go in, you almost, I mean, defense played very well and held Georgia to that field goal. Then the freshman quarterback doesn't know what the heck he's doing, has no experience, game's on the line. You take a sack for 16 yards, and then boom, touchdown. I don't know. I mean, that whole season for Bama was just huge, man. You get what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
What about you for Michigan State or whatever? Is there really any season that you've seen? I mean, I know you're kind of young or whatever, but
Yep.
has there been that kind of year where you just went, you know what? This was great for Michigan State.
I'd say the 2015 Big Ten championship game.
Yeah. Y'all had that run until you ran into us, but
Yep.
sorry, not sorry about that.
Yeah, you're fine. Was LJ Scott in? Was he not in?
Mhm.
You know, had to get past the team down south of us to get there.
Yeah.
Then that walk off in Columbus.
Yeah.
Penn State was down 48-16. They left our senior center, an offensive lineman, score.
Yeah.
A safety trying to tackle a center.
Yeah.
Yep. I think that probably my most favorite, just because we won the Big Ten championship.
Mm-hmm.
But for Michigan, you gotta be embarrassed about that 15-game ending.
Yeah. I'll tell you
Um,
what, I mean, now that I think about it, man, this past championship for Alabama meant really everything just because of the pandemic that we went through as a country. And I mean, I know it was global pandemic, but I mean, you think about we almost didn't have a football season, and to see a Nick Saban team finally go undefeated for the first time since '09, and to do it in the circumstances to beat 10 SEC teams and everything. I mean, I mean, there's every championship for any team is meaningful.
yeah.
There's never been a championship team in history to say, you know what, we won a championship and it means a little bit. No, it means a lot. But especially for Alabama. I mean, you think about this. You go undefeated in a pandemic year where you almost didn't have football. You beat 10 SEC teams. You run the table, 11 if you want to throw in the Florida game. You make the playoffs as the number one seed. Um, you go undefeated for the first time. Coach Saban has an undefeated Bama team for the first time since 2009. That's something huge. And we look at Saban like if he loses, his dynasty's falling apart or what's wrong with him, right? So, I mean, that's something. And Saban wins his 7th national championship, breaks Bear Bryant's record, goes undefeated. I mean, there was just so much that happened all in one season.
Yep. Nick Saban's just like Tom Brady.
Yeah, I got you.
Yep.
He's like the Tom Brady as a head coach or something, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna up here, Ballard, and
I'm
see
sorry.
Ballard.
Oh, you're leaving?
Yep, see Ballard.
All right. Have a good night, man. Thanks for coming on.
Yep, you too.
All right. That being said, people, thanks to Jeff and MSU fan and everybody else for coming on. Hey, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up on your way out. I really would appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Really appreciate everyone for stopping in tonight. And just please like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff right here to Ballard Sports Media. Remember, Jesus loves you. I love all you guys. Not as much as Jesus does, because no one will ever love you more than our Lord and Savior. Have a good night. God bless. Roll Tide, roll. We'll see you later.